before started the session, I wanted to show you some settings for passwords so that your password should never expire, and the invalid attempt should be uh, not should it's like restricted to only 3 attempts or something like that. So before starting the session, I just would like everyone to log in their Salesforce organization. Let me know once you will log in, okay?
Yes, we did.
Okay, great. Everyone has logged in?
Me too. Yes.
Okay, okay. So what you'll have to do is, this is called a quick find box on the left hand side, which you can see over here. So just enter profile here and click on profiles. Okay, now search for system administrator profile and click on it. So are you guys on the system administrator profile?
Yes.
Yeah, Amrapali, can you show it again, please? This is Anindita.
Yes, sure. You have to click on the profiles here, profile settings, and you will see, the profile, like multiple profiles over here. So you just have to search for system administrator. So here you can see next option. If you are not able to view the system administrator profile on the first page, then click on next.
Yeah, it's a
And then,
second last one.
yes, second last. Click on that. Okay, now Control F and enter password policies. Are you guys able to see this screen or this section? Password
Um,
policies.
Actually, I'm experiencing like I'm in the some lightningforce.com page. I'm somewhere else.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
What I mean, you have followed the exact steps, right?
Once I was just trying to log in, so it was
Okay.
so from that there only I have issues.
Let
I
me stop sharing my screen. Could you please share your screen?
sure. Will you able to see my screen?
Yes. Okay, so this is the home page. What you'll have to do is, there is a setup gear
Where
beside the bell icon. You will need to click on setup on the
is-
right hand side top.
Oh,
Yes, click on that.
yes. This one,
Yes, click on that.
current app. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between this? This is called dashboard, right? What exactly means both the pages difference in the previous page and this page?
Okay, the page which you were able to see, that page was particularly in the application. I believe that was a sales application,
Okay.
and this is a setting where you can find like Salesforce settings. So
hmm
okay,
Okay.
now you can click enter profiles here in the quick find box.
Sorry, I think it's a bit slow.
Yes.
Yeah, so now what next?
Scroll down. You'll have to scroll down.
Mhm. What I'm looking for?
These are actually profiles. We'll see later about that.
Okay.
If you are not able to view that particular profile, then you can see the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Just click on S alphabet.
Uh, you're talking about the profile name.
No, not the profile name. You
Okay.
can see the new profile. Yeah, click on
Just click on S, right?
S, right?
Okay. Oh, it's for the okay.
System administrator. Now click on system administrator. Okay, now
Okay.
search for password policies.
No, not here. On the page.
Okay. Here we are not. Okay. Where is the
Open.
search option here?
Control F.
Okay. Yes.
Password. Password.
Password.
Yes.
Okay. Password policies, right? Yes.
Yes.
Click on that.
Okay.
No, that is not the correct option actually. Could you please scroll down?
Okay.
Scroll down, scroll down. It's actually at the bottom of the page. So,
Yes.
Okay.
okay, here it is.
Yes.
These are the settings for
Yes.
password policies.
So these,
Okay,
when we have to change or we have to adjust anything, then only we are going to use this, right?
did not understand your question.
Means we are doing what we are going to do with the password policies right now.
I'm gonna tell you, don't worry about it.
Okay, because there are lots of steps, and I was trying to remember
No, no,
that.
no, 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 no. You don't have to, follow these steps over and over again. You don't have to worry about that. This is just the steps which I am, like telling you because I do not want you guys to, reset your password in every 90 days or something like that. And there
Okay.
is a setting for invalid login attempt. So now it is showing as 10, but earlier it was 3. So let's say if you enter a invalid username or password 3 times, then your organization gets locked. So I do not want that. That is the reason, I'm just showing you the steps. So all are you guys are able to see the password policies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, not me. Sorry to. Can I
Okay.
share my screen?
Sure, sure.
Wait, I'll just stop sharing.
પછી ખબર પડે ને દીવા શું કરવાનું.
Archana, you are aware of this, all right? Archana.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can also guide the class, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Edit.
Ananta, you are sharing your screen, right?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Password extraction.
After putting that one, right, password policies, I get this one, this page.
Yeah, that is correct. You just have to scroll down.
Down, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm
Okay, what you can do is, could you please scroll up? I mean, at the starting of the page. I just want to see which profile is currently open. Okay, it is a system
Yeah,
administrator.
it is there. Yeah, go
That
down,
is
go down,
correct.
go down.
What you can do is,
all the way of down.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, come down, come down. Wait, come, go up little bit up, 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 go up,
Up.
up. Oh yeah, yeah. Wait, wait,
there
yeah.
it is. These are the settings.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
No problem. So you can see the edit button over there.
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yes, click on
Yes.
that. Oh, you'll have to again scroll down to the page.
Go to the find button, password policy up, and then enter. It would bring you back to there. Yeah, enter, and it would take you right to that
Okay.
page. Yeah, right there. So change it whatever you want to change it. 90 days. Remember, password expires if you
Password
want to do.
expires in, yeah, select the password expires in the first option there
Mm-hmm.
as never.
Never expire, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I think invalid login attempts is 10 attempts. So I believe that is fine, right? I mean, you
No,
guys are not gonna,
well, I would recommend
Full.
do no limit so people would
no
not have
limits.
issues.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Sorry, I'm just,
No, 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 correct. Yeah, you can implement your own logic. Like it depends upon the organization also, like how many attempts they want the user to be used.
the whole idea is as sooner we get into the topic, rolling out is easier. So we don't
Yes,
have to
correct.
wait for passwords.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, right. And there is also a section called session timeout after. Could you please scroll up little bit? Yeah,
I
there
put
it
that
is.
24 hours there.
Session. Yeah, put there as 24 hours. Okay. Now you can save this. Scroll down, you will find the save button. Okay. Everyone has followed the steps?
Amrapali,
Yes.
for me, it's looking different, the screen though.
Okay, I'm stop sharing my one. Okay.
I just want to see like why it's showing like that. I just want to
Yeah,
understand.
sure. Well, it is fine actually. You are in the password policies section in the profile overview. So that is all right. There might be chances because we have two different types of user interface for profiles, for viewing profiles, and your setting might be the enhanced user interface. That is the reason you
Yes.
are viewing this.
Yeah, I was thinking why this for other like that it's looking different than me. So that's what I
No,
thought.
no, it's completely fine.
Okay, so there you said something too. What is that?
Yeah, click on the edit button. If you go to the password policies,
And oh, this is session setting. So yeah, this
yes.
looks completely different. Yeah.
Okay, click on edit now. There is edit button. Okay. Select 24. Okay, it is 24. I'm so sorry.
So it's saved completely. Yeah, it's done actually. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
no problem.
Amrapali, I haven't been able to get that. I just went up to the edit button, and where do I find the next step?
Uh, could you please share your screen?
Yes. Did you get it?
No, I do
I'm
not
not
see
seeing
your
that.
screen.
Yeah, one sec. Let me. Um, one sec. Oh, okay. I think. Yeah. Can you? Are you able to see?
No, not yet.
Oh my God.
Are you guys able to see your screen?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Oh, I don't know. When I click on the option, it doesn't. It just pops up with various other screens, multiple windows.
Mm-hmm.
Because
So
you may
you will
have
have
multiple
to.
windows open. That's why.
No. It's just two. It's just one that's the login, the profile one, and the one that's the Zoom one. So I don't know why it's not popping up. I
So you will have to actually select one of the window from there in order to share your screen.
let
So
me.
if it is showing multiple screens or windows over there,
I,
you can see your login option. I mean the login page for
the one
Salesforce.
that the page that says profile and setup. I can see it in a small
Yes.
box when I
Yes.
share.
Yes. Click on that.
Okay. Oh my God, it's not coming. It's not popping up. I don't know. Let me. Um,
You have to select the screen which you
oh,
want.
oh, the share button. Oh, okay. Let me.
Just select.
There's one more share. I think.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now
Cha-
I. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you everyone for your patience, for being so patient. So I'm not able to get the next step after the one that says edit and then the setup.
You will have to actually search for password policies and go down to that section. Sorry, yes. So
Oh.
it's like you are already in the edit mode. That is the reason you are not getting edit button. So what you have to do is select the
Mhm.
session time out after as 24 hours.
Okay.
In the
24.
session settings, you can see the first option, which is
Oh.
session timeout. Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Select
Oh.
there as 24 hours of inactivity.
24 hours. Oh. Okay. I
Yes.
got it.
Now, for
Okay.
password policies, the first
Mhm.
option is user password expires in 90 days, right? So select there as never expires.
Never expires. Okay.
Yes. And then we have another option, which is maximum invalid login attempts, which is showing right now as 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you will have to change it to no limit.
No limit. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
you can see the save button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save
Click on
button.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So I believe now everyone has made these changes in the profile, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Amrapali.
No problem. Okay. Could you please stop sharing your screen so that
Yeah.
I can share?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, thanks. So the next thing which I would like to introduce to you is Trailhead. Are you guys aware of the Trailhead? What is Trailhead? How it
Mm.
works? I
Oh.
believe Archana has some.
Yeah, I gone through Trailhead. They have some study materials of Salesforce and some real case studies over there. Not I 1 or 2 days I just gone through that. Not
Mhm.
much. So
Okay.
I come to know this thing.
Trailhead is a free training or
Mhm.
getting used to provided by Salesforce itself.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
basically like from the basics, like if someone wants to learn Salesforce, so Salesforce community offers a Trailhead. to just to make sure that everyone can learn Salesforce from the non-IT background as well. So they are providing the step by step from the scratch.
Yeah, they will give
Uh,
some examples and they will
yes, correct. So
step
they
by
will each and every step they will be giving. Just we need to follow the steps and we need to just perform in our playground. So Amrapali, you can show your uh, profile there in Trailhead. So and also adding to Trailhead, so it will be also beneficial to your job profile also. Like for example, if you give the interview, so interviewer will ask you that how many badges do you have in Trailhead? What is the rank that you are holding on Trailhead? What all are the modules, what all are the super batches, and all you have completed. So this will be very beneficial to get a job as well, because it add a lot of values in terms of as a sales for that.
I almost have 200 points.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really great.
yeah. So Amrapali, I think 1 lakh point, right?
No, actually, mine is very less.
Okay, mine is 47,000 something, but 100 plus batches and super batches as well.
I have
Good
10
job.
I have 10,325 points, 325 points and 16 batches.
Okay, great. So it's a great start. So one by one we can start. So Amrapali, you can show that Trailhead account creation and like your Trailhead account as so everyone can see. So
Can
I'll provide and I will also provide the first module which you need to complete as a homework. So you need to read that, you need to invest the time around 1 to 2 hours. And for the first module, it will be quiz like, so you will be from class by class, we will be completing 1 or 2 modules. And if someone is facing any issues doing the homework, so we can discuss in the class also.
but you can log in with the Salesforce
Yeah,
the
yeah, we can log in. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can log in. Yeah, we can log in with the Salesforce account as well. But we can also use the Salesforce playground, which is provided by the Trailhead.
but if you link it'll be good, right?
Yeah,
They say
Yes,
if you
yeah,
link.
yeah.
actually,
It is.
you will have to link your any developer org with Trailhead so that because there are some scenarios where you cannot actually do things or create projects in your developer org because of some issues, for example validation rule or something like that. So Salesforce itself guide you to create a a Trailhead playground. There you can complete the module, and then once the module is completed you will have to check the points, because then Trailhead goes into that particular Trailhead playground or developer org and check each and every settings which you have done over there, and then based on that it gives you the points, for example 50 points or 100 points or 500 points, something like that. So first what you'll have to do is you will have to sign up for the Trailhead. So I have provided you the link on the chat section. So could you please copy that link and open it in the browser? Let me know if you are not able to sign up or something like that. So
Uh,
anyone, could you please share your
yeah,
screen?
anyone can share their screen, so we can guide step by step, so everyone can follow. Yeah, Nita, when you just share your screen.
Yeah.
Yes, one
Yeah.
second.
So you will be the captain, so we will be
Oh,
guiding on your screen only.
oh, you want
Yeah.
me to share screen? Oh, okay. Let me.
Marijola video company lineup. Sign up with Alan Smoothie. No? I had
Okay.
Alan Smoothie line signed up.
Oh, oh, this is going back again. I don't know. This is why. Um,
कैसे हमारा એની રાહ જોઉં છું. મારું તો છે જ, મારું ઓલરેડી એકાઉન્ટ છે.
Neeta, can you see this link on the chat section?
Yeah, I was on that page, but I think let me go back. And
Gorgeous.
I'm not able to get that again. I don't know. I'm not. I just copied that link and then I went
Uh,
back for the
if you
browser and then I missed the whole page.
no, it's fine. It's fine. You know what you'll have to do is just click on that plus sign. You can see that means it will gonna open a new tab. There is a tab
Oh,
open,
one
right?
sec.
Post attendee Zoom. So beside that there is a plus sign, right?
Let me. No, I'm not able to. Oh my. Let me. I don't know. I'm not able to. It just pops up with the like a sharing screen and small tabs.
There is a chat section in the, there is a participant chat and the share
Yeah.
screen and reaction. So just click on the chat section, and then there you can see the link which Amrapali has provided.
I found that link, but that whole page, I don't know how I missed that page because I tried to copy paste and go for Google, so I missed the whole thing. But
No, it's
I'm not
fine.
getting back on that. Yeah.
Neeta, you are on the browser, right? So you just have to paste that particular link on the browser. So right now you are on the post attendee Zoom page, right?
Mhm.
Yes
Or
or
you
no?
can just, yeah, you can just
No,
have a new tab and just write trailhead.com, trailhead.salesforce.com.
Yeah, but it just, yeah, okay, I got the Zoom page. Okay, so I would just type in Trailhead,
Just
or did
paste
I?
that link over here in the URL section.
New tab. After that, post attendee Zoom.
There is the plus button,
Yeah,
right?
I Oh, I'm so
plus button.
sorry. Why am I not getting to that?
That plus button you can see, yeah, beside post attendee.
Guys,
અરે
anyone can help here?
ઉપરનું તમારું જે લાઈન છે ને, દેખાયું? વેલકમ લખેલું છે, પછી તમારું પ્રોફાઇલ લખેલું છે, પછી પોસ્ટ એટેન્ડી ઝૂમ લખેલું છે,
Yeah,
દેખાયું?
page that
એની
the page,
એની બાજુમાં સરવાળાનું નિશાન છે ને, એમાં ક્લિક કરો.
but I think I'm on the wrong one. It says find a participant, and it just popped up with the participant page, and I missed that page. I don't know how it happened.
તમારું પેજ અમને દેખાય છે. તમે વેલકમનું છે ને, એના પછી વેલકમ દેખાયું? પહેલું લખેલું છે વેલકમ ટુ સેલ્સફોર્સ ટેબમાં, પછી પ્રોફાઇલ લખેલું છે સેલ્સફોર્સ, પછી લખેલું છે પોસ્ટ એટેન્ડી ઝૂમ.
પણ મારી પાસે નથી આવ્યું page. I don't know how I missed. I can't see that whole page. Like you can see when I'm sharing the screen, but I'm not able to locate that. I don't know why.
Okay.
તમારું ક્રસર
Okay.
હલાવો છે, તમારું ક્રસર હલાવો. ક્યાં છે પેલું તમારું એરો છે ને, હલાવો.
Okay, let me એક મિનિટ મારી daughter ને બોલાવો એક second. મારા something went wrong, so I need to maybe call her and she might put me back on that page, because I can only see one page that says profiles Salesforce. That was I can.
ઓકે, એ દેખાય છે ને, એની બાજુમાં તમારો એરો છે ને, તીરનું નિશાન, એ હલાવો જો હલે છે.
I think so, Amrapali, you can show your screen, and you can just you can show how you will go to that link. Maybe
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I went up to the one that says profiles, and then one is welcome to Salesforce. That's
Not
two.
that. No, not that. Maybe the chat section she can go and click on that link, maybe, and then maybe you can understand.
એની બાજુમાં હજુ બાજુમાં એની બાજુમાં પોસ્ટ એટેન્ડી ઝૂમ લખ્યું છે, એના બાજુમાં પ્લસ નિશાન છે, એ દબાવો. હા બસ એ પ્લસ નું ઉપર જાઓ ઉપર હા એ પ્લસ નું નિશાન દબાવો અરે
ના ના આમાં પણ
એની
મને આવતું જ નથી મને
અરે તમારું ઝૂમ નું પેજ હતું ને હમણાં તમે જે હતા એની બાજુમાં પ્લસ નિશાન છે એ દબાવો ચોકડી છે ને ચોકડીની બાજુમાં પ્લસ નું નિશાન છે એડિશન નું ત્યાં નહીં
Let me share my screen. Neeta, could you please stop sharing your screen? Let me share my screen.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back on that. Once I stop sharing, I'm back on the page that says Trailhead link.
No worries.
Oh.
Anyone else can share the screen? So those who don't have Trailhead account.
Can I go?
I can open up a new account.
That's of no use. That only one account.
Can I share?
Yeah, every point is counted. Yeah, please.
Okay. Yes, this is the correct page. Yes. So Neeta, are you able to see this page on your screen?
Yeah. Yes, I'm able to see the Trailhead, the page that says Trailhead.
Okay, great. And everyone is able to see the same page, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to click on sign up button on the right hand side. Yes, click on that. And then you'll have to log in as using your Salesforce login. So yeah, click on
This one?
Salesforce. Yes. Okay, now enter your username and password.
For me, it shows complete your profile.
Complete your profile. Okay.
So do I have to continue with that? It's giving some profile URL as well.
So yes, just wait for 2 to 3 minutes. Let us check.
Oh, it's not login. I am I have login this page, but I have to log out this page.
No, there is no need actually.
Why I'm not getting in?
Devendra, could you please help here?
Okay, go to the Trailhead account.
Yeah, it's
Now
going.
it's working. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
when
that's what I
Amrapali
was doing.
when Amrapali said my name, issue is resolved.
Okay, now click on next. Okay, enter the company name
Which?
as GuruSchool because
GuruSchool.
Okay.
or you can actually type anything you want. Select the role as administrator.
Add relationship to Salesforce.
This one?
A non-customer prospect.
This one?
Yes.
State. And I have to click here?
Yes.
And done?
Yes.
We are not putting any job title, right?
That field is not actually a required field.
Okay.
So there is no need to enter that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so everyone on this page right now?
No, unfortunately I'm still just watching this share screen. So should I click the link that says Trailhead Salesforce, the one that's on the chat box?
Yes.
Okay, and then I should click the get started.
No, there is a sign up button up on the right hand side.
Oh, okay, I got it. Sign up.
Click on sign up, then click on Salesforce.
Okay, I got it. Salesforce.
Okay, now you'll have to enter your username and password.
Okay.
I am seeing Deepika's screen. So who is sharing the screen?
Deepika is
Neeta,
only
right?
sharing.
Okay, okay. I thought Neeta is sharing. Sorry.
Can I stop sharing?
No, no, no.
Um, I
Yeah.
Yeah,
have a
actually,
question.
yeah, I have a question. I joined that Trailhead account and it's a welcome Anindita, but I don't have that option in my dashboard. Like it's only one option. Can I share my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
So, Amrapali, I have a question. This would be like a new, the username and password, right? Create new.
No, no, no. You will have to use the same username and password.
See,
Oh, okay.
I got something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I
That
have.
is the.
Yeah, I'm in a right path or see when I
So that's the right
minimize
part.
this one, it doesn't show any option over here.
So when you minimize it, actually, you can see there three dashes on the left
Yes.
hand side. So if you click on that, you will find all the options. Uh, no, no. Could you
Go
please
up
scroll up? Yeah,
after
click
trailer. Yeah.
on that. Click on that three dashes.
This one,
Yes,
Mhm.
this one, open
yes,
Yes.
menu.
yes.
Okay,
Go.
And here you will find all the options.
okay, they are in
I
the
believe it is like you have, shrink it down for the tab version, something like that.
okay. Actually, if you are showing something on that side, right, that is easy for me to copy from there and apply from here.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
that's why I'm it's a little bit thinking on this one and that one also.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. No
Uh,
problem.
Anandita, can you do one thing? I have pasted one link that is, can you type in the search for module Salesforce User Basics?
So you guys all know, right? That Salesforce has actually um,
Salesforce. Space will not come in Salesforce.
Okay, sorry.
No, no, no. Yeah. Basics. Yeah. Basics. S. Enter. Okay. Can you maximize the screen?
Mm.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. The first one, the Salesforce User Basics. So it will be homework for. Can you open that
so
Salesforce User
This
Basics?
one.
Devendra, sorry to interrupt, but I would like to say something here. So I just wanted to let you know that in Trailhead we actually have three levels.
Mhm.
One is trails, second is module, and the third is unit. So trail is something like that made up of all the modules. Not all the modules actually. The modules requires for that trail. Then we have module which contains units, and unit is something like that, a chapter, something like that, a chapter. So right now what you are seeing over here is it's a module. Okay, so if you click on Salesforce user basic, could you please click on
Mhm.
that? Yeah, so you can see over here, welcome to Salesforce. Then we have another option which call get started with Salesforce. These are our units. So you'll have to complete these units, and on the right hand side top corner you can see the time which requires to complete this module, and also the progress. So right now it is showing as 0%. So once you will complete one unit, then second unit, and third unit, that progress will gonna show up over here on this particular bar, as well as in the percentage. Okay, do you guys follow?
Yeah, I have a question. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit bad. I mean, I'm understanding through here, but I have a question. Like, when I was creating the Trailhead account,
Mm-hmm.
um, I don't know how I get redirected to trailblazer.salesforce.com, and it
Okay.
says problem logging in. We can't log in you because of the following errors. It says state was not valid, but I already had Trailhead account, and I don't know what exactly this is.
Okay. Could you please try to open it in incognito mode?
Okay, so right now means everything. Then I
No,
lose the chat
Uh,
control
as
Only the
control shift
trailhead.
N. Control shift N.
shift and N.
Yeah, control shift N. Con you
Yeah,
need to press
it's yeah, it's I'm doing that.
control.
Can I share my screen, please? I want to show what exact because my Trailhead account is already there,
Yes.
and why I'm experiencing the
Okay,
Trailblazers.
I'm stop sharing my screen now.
Can I?
Yes, you can.
Trailblazer is something like if you want some for the answer for the questions, there you have to go for
Yeah,
check.
means
Right.
I don't understand why right now because see here I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
It's a community login.
Yeah, so here everything is there. Means I'm here till where you explain everything. Everything is fine. But when I was forming the account, I don't know, I was landed up with this page. So what should I do? Just close it and move ahead, or
Close. Yeah, you will have to close it.
what does that mean? Means did I miss anything in forming the Trailhead account? Excuse me.
No, I don't think so. Could you please go to the Trailhead account once again?
Yeah.
Okay, and now click on the module which says Salesforce User Basic. You are on the correct page actually.
Okay, so it's I don't understand why this page open. That's why I
There
asked
is,
you.
don't worry about it. Actually, it's a Trailblazer link. I'm not
Mm,
sure where you have clicked and how it has opened, but you don't
okay.
have to worry about it. You can just close it.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much.
Amrapali, I need help. I'm just on the page that says complete your profile and it's not letting me after I entered some of the info.
Okay. You can share your screen.
Okay.
One quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why you mentioned like to open in the incognito mode? Like, always use the
Uh,
Salesforce in that mode only?
no, the
Mm-hmm.
recommended browser is actually Chrome, but
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to know what issue you are facing. So
Okay.
sometimes what happen, we have, like caching cookies, and that is
Mm-hmm.
the reason sometimes, it
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
it opens a wrong link or something like that. So I just wanted to
Okay.
check whether it is also happening on the incognito mode or not.
Okay. So, what if we are going to start the any when we are going to start the job and all? So at that time, it's better to start with the incognito or just go with the Chrome and just
No, no,
before
you
starting
can.
clean everything, cache and everything.
It actually, you can always use the Chrome browser
Mm-hmm.
for using Salesforce.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is something like that, it might be a bug and we are not sure about it, and it
Mm-hmm.
usually don't happen actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Amrapali, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know, it's not letting me back on the
you will have to
next.
select the non-customer prospect option over there in relationship to
Oh,
the Salesforce, and
oh,
then
okay.
state is, yeah,
It
that is
is. And
also
then that.
required. Yes.
Oh, so I think I, okay.
Yeah.
The next step.
Done.
Done. Now you are successfully logged in your Trailhead account.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
always remember that when you will have to log in your Trailhead account, you will have to log in using your Salesforce account, right?
The Salesforce. Yes. Yes. Okay.
And here, could you please scroll up?
Okay.
In the search box,
Mm-hmm.
enter that particular module name, which is Salesforce User Basics.
User base. Okay.
Click on enter.
Ah, it's not moving ahead.
Uh, yeah, click on that Salesforce User Basic. Okay, now click on enter.
Oh, okay. It,
Okay, it's the first module.
yes.
Click on the first module, which is Salesforce User Basic,
Okay.
and you will have to complete these module before the next session. Okay.
Mm. Oh, okay. So we can
Okay, so yeah, could you please click on the Welcome to Salesforce unit, the first one?
the first one.
Yes,
Yes.
click on that.
Yes.
Okay, so unit is something shown like this. So here you can see the learning objective,
Mm-hmm.
then like all the sections, for example, introduction, then what is Salesforce, and then at the bottom you can see challenge over there. Click on
Yes. Yeah.
challenge. Yes,
Yeah.
click on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you will have to complete these challenges in order to earn for the points. So
Okay.
could you please scroll down a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, scroll down. Okay, here. Once you will go through all the points and everything, and now you have selected the option over here for these questions, then you will have to check your points. So there is a button called check the quiz to earn 100 points. So right now it is grayed out because you have not yet selected any option over here, but once you will select the correct options or any options, okay, that button will show up, and it will be in the green color. So you will have to
Oh,
click on that, and once you will click on that, so the trailhead will check whether your answer is correct or not, and based on that, it will show you the results. So it says, could you please scroll down for that?
yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, stop right there. Yeah. So it
Okay.
says a second attempt on 50 points, and then three or more attempts on 25 points. So let's say at very first attempt, you have selected something wrong answer for any one question, and
Mm-hmm.
you clicked on check the quiz to earn 100 points.
Mm.
Then it will show you that your question, the let's say the third question you have selected is wrong, and it will ask you again to select the right answer and then click on that particular button. So until and unless you select all the questions answers as correct answers,
Mm-hmm.
only then you will earn points.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
it actually depends upon the attempts as well. So for the first attempt, all the question answers are correct, then you will earn 100 points. For the second attempt, you will earn 50 points, and for three or more attempts, you will earn 25 points.
And then
So
they have the estimate time like 20 minutes.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So for some challenges, you will see a quiz like this, and for some challenges, you will see like you'll have to create something in your developer org or playground org. So for this module, you just have to like complete the quiz. So for
That's
that, you'll have to go through all the topics.
uh, that's our homework.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yes.
it's your homework.
So if you want one right now, so we can help, but it is not recommended.
No, it's
So you can
fine.
just.
What I think, Devendra, is let them go through these modules. Let them,
Okay.
uh, check all the answers and let them, like explore this trailhead
Yes.
module. So
Okay.
on the next session, we'll check this module. Okay.
Okay.
Sirisa, you just came, right? Hi, Shirisha.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
sir.
why late? Oh yeah, you are 1 hour late.
I'm sorry. Actually, like I've been told, like it's 9:30.
No, 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 9 o'clock. Like I already told.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
yeah. Okay. So can you please introduce yourself to the class since your day one is.
Yeah, yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Sirisha. Um I'm here. I've already taken like some basic classes in Salesforce, and I have done my certification as well. So now I am like I have few doubts since some intense topics like in depth. So that's the reason I'm here.
Okay. So Sirisa, you have a Salesforce organ trailer account, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
So anyone has doubt in Trailhead? So anyone who wants to ask any questions in Trailhead, so we can answer them.
Sorry, I missed something because for a couple of minutes my network, I lost my network and I reconnected. So I'm not sure
Yeah.
what I missed.
Okay, Runu, basically we were discussing about the Trailhead module, Salesforce user
Okay.
basics, and
Uh-huh.
Amrapali was making everyone understand that how, like, for example, if we do the correct, like, for example, on the first module, there will be 3 units, and
Mm-hmm.
step by step, we need to complete the units by reading. And
Mm-hmm.
like for in the unit one, there was 3 questions, and we need to select the answers right. If all the answers are right, then
Mm-hmm.
you will get 100 points. And
Okay.
if, like, for example, out of three, one is wrong, so you will get
Mm-hmm.
50 points. And then
Okay.
again you will attempt, then you will get 25 points. So she was discussing about the points, how Salesforce Trailhead differentiate the pointers based on the our answers.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So anyone else want to ask anything? I mean, today your voice is not coming, so you are on mute from the beginning. Alex, I mean,
Hey Dev, I'm here. Yeah, sorry. I didn't have any
yeah,
questions, so I'm on mute.
okay,
Thank you.
okay, yeah,
Devon,
thanks.
can you please give us the link where to find all the videos which is recorded before so that we can just go through that?
Who's this?
Archana?
Yeah, Archana, I have given the access to all of you. So I have given you
Not so,
access.
because I couldn't, I went there, I just
Uh-huh,
found whatever we recorded, but where to go to
uh-huh.
the next video, I couldn't able to do it. So I thought
Okay, okay, okay. After the class, I will again give you the access, and you can, like, message me one to one or in the group and WhatsApp. So I will give.
okay.
Okay. Mm.
And
Yeah,
I
Amrapali. Yeah, yeah. Please,
sorry.
please go ahead. No, no, please go ahead.
Actually, I re-log in, so all my chat get erased. So if anything, like there are a couple of links in the chat previously. So if anything important, if you can resend or reshare in the
Okay.
chat, please.
So this was
Yeah,
our homework.
yeah. Thank you so much.
Mm.
Okay, so now I want everyone to log out from the Trailhead account and then log in back so that we all make sure that you are successfully able to log out and log in.
Shravya, are you up to that? Up to the speed, right? Shravya.
Yes, Devendra.
Okay. So if you need any help, you can ask. Okay.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay. Gomti.
Hello, Devendra.
Yeah. So
I'm,
are you up to the speed, right?
yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay. No worries. Deepika, Anil.
Yes, we are all good.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. You guys can ask anything like in the middle of the session as well if you're not understanding it.
Amrapali requested to log out and log in, so just finished
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Anil is very fast.
Okay, great.
I'm also done. Did that.
Great.
I'm
We
good
are
too.
done.
Good too.
So guys, this is the start. So like we are taking you to the basics and all, but later when the class will be going on, so we'll be taking you to the advanced topics as well. So you need to be like more proactive, and you need to be more you need to practice more and more on Trailhead, and also in the Salesforce org. You need to invest the time to learn like the Salesforce,
Uh,
because it will take time to learn.
Devendra sir, sir
Yeah.
Amrapali, I have a question. It when I log back in, I'm able to log in back to
Mhm.
Trailblazer, but then it's asking like connect a recovery account. So is it okay to skip?
Yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah. Skip that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone like wants to ask anything? So someone was saying something.
I believe now everyone is able to log out and log in back successfully, right?
Thank you, Amrapali.
Yes.
Okay, okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, so now the next topic is I would like to, show you the user interface in Salesforce. So for that, just let me share my screen. Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
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 Is it
Yes, we can.
the Salesforce org?
Yes. Mm.
Okay.
Is there a way you can make it bigger, Amrapali? Because we can see the screen, but it's so small.
Okay.
Even if
Yeah,
I'm gone,
Amrapali. Yeah, Amrapali, you can go to that three dots. That yeah, on your yeah, correct. Yeah, make the percentage book. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it better now?
Yes. A little
yeah. Make it
better.
more.
It's okay.
130.
I am
Yeah,
40 plus,
perfect.
so it takes little more effort.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think this is
Yeah, now
better
it's
now,
fine,
okay?
right?
Yes,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so some of you may know have we have two types of user interface in Salesforce. One is Salesforce Classic, and second one is like Salesforce Lightning. So right now, which you are seeing, is Salesforce
Lightning.
Lightning user interface. And by default, when you create an account and first time logs in the Salesforce account, so now the Salesforce will take you to the lightning user interface, because in 2016 actually Salesforce has introduced or released the lightning user experience interface as an alternative for Salesforce Classics. So what you can do is anytime you can switch in between two user interface. So for just demo purpose, I'm going to switch to the Salesforce Classic just to show you how it used to look, or how it looks. Okay, so for that we can have this option which is view profile. You just have to click on that, and then we have this option called switch to Salesforce Classic. So if I click on that, then it will take me to the classic user interface. So you can all see the classic user interface, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the old user interface, and it right now Salesforce is actually what we can say, transitioning every company or user in the Lightning user interface, because Lightning has a lot more features than Salesforce Classic. And as you can see also, the look is different, right? The look is also enhanced as compared to the classic user interface. So let me just go into any table here, and let me just open the table which is for all accounts. So you can see the classic user interface shows something like this, but if you go to the say Lightning user interface, the look is different. And there are also some features earlier which were only present in the classic user interface, because in 2016, when Salesforce introduces Lightning experience, that time we did not have much features in Salesforce Classic. For example, recycle bin option, you can see here the recycle bin.
Yes.
We did
Yes.
not have this option in the Salesforce Classic. So let's say if any record has been deleted from the org, and if you want to search it, then in the like Lightning, we did not have that option. So in order to do that, in order to check that, we have to switch back to the classic interface and then click on recycle bin and then search for any record. But now we have this feature as well in the Lightning user interface. So let me switch back to Lightning. So there are some differences between Classic and Lightning, and the major difference is user interface. It offers much better user experience and user interface to the users. So as I said earlier, if you select here as all account table, so as you can see, the look is different. Then uh, we have for example, if you want to check more information about this particular account. Okay, so what you can do is you can just simply click on that account name, and then it will drill down and it will open the page, Salesforce page, and it will show you all the detailed information about this particular account. So as I have clicked on it, you can see related tab over here, then details, then we have activity tab over here. And if you go to the details tab, there you can see all the columns and their values. For example, rating, then phone number, website, account number, type, billing address, something like that. So in Lightning user interface, what we can do is, if you want to change this layout, for example, when I clicked on this account, it first redirected me here on this particular tab, but I do not want that. I want this particular tab to be open, so I can do that in Lightning user interface. Or let's say I want activity section here on this particular section, so I can just drag and drop it over here in the Lightning app builder, and change the page layout as I want without writing any single code in order to change it. Also, this page is called highlighter page, and we can see some fields over there. We do not want this field and we want some other fields, then we can remove these fields as well, and we can add. Also, we have some buttons here. So depending upon the business requirement, and we can change the look of this page layout, change the columns as well. I mean, I'm going to refer this as fields. As you all know, you all are new to the Salesforce, I'm referring as column over here because we are comparing it with the spreadsheet or Excel sheet. So in Salesforce languages, it calls fields and table means objects.
Objects.
Okay, so from next session, I'm going to be referred as objects and fields and records. So you can do this changing the page layout and everything without writing a single code. Then we also have like high-end security in the Salesforce Lightning user interface. So for example, let's see this page. On this page we have different types of components added. For example, details, then we have related, then we have activity, and these components do not interact with each other. Now as a system administrator, I'm able to see all of the components and everything. Okay, but we have some non system admin users, and we do not want those users to see the related component, or let's say the activity component. So what we can do is we can just simply hide the component based on the visibility. So based on some criteria, we can hide this section. So even if that particular component is added on this page, only the system administrator will be able to view it. The non-system administrator user will not be able to view those components. Okay, do you follow me? Do you have any questions?
No.
So did
No.
you guys understand what is
Yes.
Salesforce Lightning user interface and Classic user interface?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Amrapali, you can also show them like how to like see the apps and all, like in Classic as well and Lightning as
Sure. So there is also a major difference between Classic and Lightning is uh, earlier, when Lightning was introduced, it was not compatible with some custom objects and then custom codes and applications. But now, as you know, the platform has evolved. So it has the ability, to like supports all the custom metadata, custom objects, and applications. So in the Lightning UI, if you want to view a different types of applications, you just have to click on this app launcher. You can see the 9 dots over here. We call it as app launcher in Salesforce language. So you need to click on here, and then you can see all the applications. Okay, and you can also click on view all. So once you'll click on view all, a dialog box will get open where you can see all the application as well as all the tabs for each and every object. I mean that if we have created a tabs for object, then that particular tab will gonna show up over here. And let's say you do not want to scroll down and you just want to search any tab over here in the applications or in the search box. You just simply can enter the tab name and you will find that particular tab. Now let me switch back to the Salesforce Classic. Okay, so in the Salesforce Classic, you can see this bar. So over here, the tabs are added for the objects, for example, account, leads, contacts. We are going to see what these objects are and how we can use it. So here you can see the option which says sales.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see this drop down option. You just need to click on that drop down, and once you will click on drop down, you will see the application. So you may now wonder why you are able to see only this many applications in Classic and why we have more options for application in Lightning. Because when we create an application, we actually specify it whether it is compatible with Classic or Lightning. And when we create any application in Lightning, it is automatically compatible with Lightning experience. And that is the reason, that particular application show ups over there. But these are actually provided by Salesforce itself, and these applications only, compatible with the Salesforce Classic UI. So there is also a major question, because sometimes user may wonder, earlier it used to happen when they are going to transition into Salesforce, like Lightning user interface. They used to have this question, right? Let's say now we have some data in our Salesforce organization, and what happens with that data if we switch to the Lightning experience? So I just wanted to let you know that the data will be there. It's just the user interface is different, and you will be able to see the look is different in Classic and in Lightning user face. So the data is there, data will be there, and you can see all the data in the Lightning user interface as well. Okay, so for example, I have some sample data over here on the accounts object. So as you can see, if I go to the all accounts and click on go, I have these many accounts. So for example, University of Arizona, or we have S-Force, or we have Gene Point. Then I have the account called United Oil and Gas UK. If I switch back to Lightning experience, I will be able to see the same data over here as well, as you can see. Do
Yeah.
you do you have any question for me?
Yes, I have one. So if we are having like classic and lightning two interfaces,
Mm-hmm.
and when the lightning has lot more features, so why we are using the classic?
The classic, we are actually not using the classic
Yeah,
because classic is
yeah. Let me
something.
answer that question, Amrapal. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, Ronu, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So Rono, basically like it depends upon the client as well. Like for example, some of the client are still on classic mode. So as a Salesforce admin, we should be comfortable with both at
Mm-hmm.
classic as well as lightning. So like for
Mm-hmm.
example, we are working with the US client. So 2 to 3 projects, and two of them are using lightning and one of them is using classic. So as an
Mm-hmm.
admin, we should be well versed with both the versions. So that is the reason we
Okay.
should learn both. So it
So
depends upon the
once
client.
okay, it depends on the client that they are using. So my
Yes,
question is,
correct.
when Lightning has lot more options, so is there means what I'm seeing? Just we have to click on the Lightning and the classic version, right? So why a person is, if there is some upgrade where we everyone wants to jump on the upgrade, right?
Yes, correct.
So, means, is there some benefit in using classic version? That's my question is there anything that is different from both, which makes classic like still classic is using, right?
Yeah.
Is there
So
any
yeah,
advantages or anything?
it is not about the advantage. It about the comfortability, like how
Okay.
you are like comfortable with using the versions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, there is iPhone version, right? 11,
Mm-hmm.
10, 9. So it depends upon like it is not mandatory that everyone will like iPhone 12, right? So someone
Yeah.
is using iPhone 6 and iPhone 7. So that is the main reason. So so Salesforce is providing. I don't know whether Classic will be there in the future or not, but yes, lightning version is booming and everyone is adapting the lightning, and
Mm-hmm.
some of the features which were not compatible with that particular like classic version, so that is why everyone is switching to lightning. Like for
Yeah.
example, if we want to do the automation, that advanced
Mm-hmm.
version in
Mm-hmm.
classic we can do the workflow rules like in automation, but when we want to do the advanced thing, then we need to go to it is available in the classic setup. When you click on the process builder, it will directly take you to the lightning version. So that is why everyone like every client is recommending to you, like everyone is using a lightning these days. So that is the reason.
So I would also like to add one point over here. So, Runu,
Mm-hmm.
there are some companies, or we can say clients,
Mm-hmm.
who are using Salesforce from like 13 years and or 20 years, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
they have like a big company, and they
Mm-hmm.
are yet to, transition. Yet to transit in the Salesforce like Lightning UI. So what they do is they transit the batch of people in Lightning UI, so that
Mm-hmm.
they are used to check all the bugs in the Lightning UI, whether they are able to use everything fine or not. If so, and if they found any bug, then they report it to their manager or something like that. So it's like every company is now transition into the Salesforce Lightning, but
Okay.
yes, there are some companies who are still using Salesforce Classic, but that doesn't mean they are going to use it for the long term.
Okay.
They are transitioning in batches.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that makes
it's
sense.
just to know how
Mm-hmm.
it actually we can see look the
Understood.
Salesforce Classic as well as Lightning, so that you are familiar with both of the user interfaces. And as I said earlier, there are some features which are only available in Classic UI.
Mm-hmm.
And
Recital one. Yeah.
yes, so in order to use those feature, sometimes
Mm.
admin has to switch back to Classic.
Mhm. So that what I was asked means one of the question only because of recycle thing in Lightning there is no recycle option,
So
right?
right now we do have that option, but earlier we
Okay.
didn't.
Okay. So now all the classic options are in the Lightning, and slowly means now it's
Yes,
not depend on the use clients like who is willing to use the like the classic one they are using it, right?
right.
It's not mandatory. Okay. Thank you so much, both of you.
Amrapali, I just had one question because, as I know, I mean, so the Salesforce Classic, they support most of the application, but sometimes the Salesforce Lightning will not support some of the applications. That's why they use Classic. Is it true, or is it okay?
Applications means, are you talking about any managed packages?
I mean, like some of the third-party tools, some of the things like,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. There is some scenarios where those third-party applications are only compatible with uh, only the Salesforce like classic user interface, and that is the reason some companies used the classic user interface.
Anyone has any questions about what Amrapali said?
Yeah, I have one more question here. So, so in a real project, right? So if you say that if you are going to move from a classic to lightning, so is there any changes like as an administrator? So what will be the if you want to migrate? Just an example, I'm saying. So if you want to migrate from classic um, to lightning, so what are the things which will we have it will change, or if for example you think that our company want to change completely from classic to lightning, so what we have to consider and what are the things we will face? I just want to understand.
So, in order to do that, first, you'll have to give the permission, which is Lightning user interface experience permission to the user in order to, change from classic to Lightning. And then we have some considerations uh, in order to move from Salesforce Classic to Lightning. So,
Yeah, Amrapali, I have one article, so I will post in the group. so like they all can read and have a better understanding of classic to lightning, yeah, migration.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, so as you can see my screen, I am on the classic UI and I just clicked on setup. Okay, so now the setup page is showing. So in order to, move from Salesforce Classic to Lightning, you just have to click on the Get Started button over here, and then we have different types of phase over here. We have discovery phase, then we have rollout phase, then we have optimize phase. So we just have to check all these settings in before transitioning to Lightning user interface. So discovery phase means learn about Salesforce Lightning, what is the benefits and readiness. Okay, plan your rollout, and then we have a rollout phase where we have like multiple options. And here at the step number 4, you can see launch Lightning experience. Set up user for Lightning experience, then turn on new interface. So you have to set up users for the Lightning user interface. And then right now it is showing as on. And when we create the developer org, like you guys all have created the developer org, it was automatically created in the Lightning UI, right? So these are options for only those orgs which are old org and which are using only Salesforce Classic, and they do not enabled any uh, Lightning user interface in their organization. Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Do you have any question?
No.
Okay.
So generally in companies as an admin, so do they use do they use developer org, or is there any different org they have? I mean, different.
We do have different orgs and different types of orgs actually, but in the interest of time, I think we'll have to cover those topics in the next session. So let me stop sharing my screen. Anyone has any question?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. So homework is like you can do that Trailhead basics, and if you want to do more Trailhead, so you need to invest the time. So everyone has that link, right, of Trailhead
Yes.
user basics.
I believe some of you
Yes.
have already completed that module.
I completed up to 100 points, first one.
That's really great.
Great.
It was only 3 questions to answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
The answer was all of the above. It's, customer relationship management and contact, account, and opportunity, right?
Yeah, I had 3 different questions, but yes, those answers
Yeah.
were correct too.
Yes.
So we have to keep moving in trailheads, right?
Yes. But step by step, because topic wise topic. Like for example, if you are on the security topic, so we will cover the security model, security module. Sorry.
So
So
as per
like you
class
can,
mode.
yeah. Because you can just relate the things whatever we are doing in the class, and also you can replicate the same on the trailhead, because you will be it will be double practice for all of you, right?
D.
Okay.
So,
Any questions for us?
so when the organization is transiting from Classic and now they want to implement to the Lightning experience, it's only a UI which is changing. The database still remains the same, so there is no need to change the database, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then the second thing would be
Yes. So database, yeah.
And then the second thing is when we transit from Classic to to the Lightning one, there may be few people who are an end user, not an end user, but you are an admin. So people who are using it, the departments like accounting or payroll or whatever it is, or customer service, they may not be willing to switch because change is, there is always a resistance to change and people
Right.
do not want to change it. That's why I think you want to try on a trial basis to few people and get their feedback and probably fix some bugs. Is that the part of the admin or that's done by somebody else?
It's also the part of the admin. And what they do is actually first, only the administrator have the option to switch to the Lightning UI. So that they can set up all the pages and everything in the Lightning. And once they have created everything in the Lightning, then they like transist some people, like 10 people batch or 20 people batch in the Lightning UI to take their feedback, how it is, what bug they have found, whether they are comfortable in order to use the Lightning or not. And based on their feedback, they improve, like they fix the bug in the Lightning UI and improve the Lightning UI. I mean, say, for example, on the page, as I showed you earlier, they want the sales user want activity component on the left hand side, not on the right hand side. So they can give feedbacks to the admin that we are not used to have activity on the right hand side, so we want that on the left hand side, and then the admin will make changes on the page layout and everything.
Correct. And now you said uh, they are going to fix the bug. What do you mean by they? They would be us as an admins.
Yes, they means the system administrator of that particular organization, but there might be chances that we are not able to fix the bug, and this is something which is coming from the Salesforce side itself. So then, in order to for more troubleshooting purpose, we have to connect with the Salesforce support,
Mhm.
Pali,
because sometimes,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, sometimes it happens that as you may aware about the known issues. So what happens is, let's say if any bug is from the Salesforce side, then Salesforce releases the known issue link where it says what is the bug and what orgs have been affected and when they are going to resolve the issue. So we can see all of that on that known issue link. So there are some things, which are under control of the administrator, but if the bug is from the Salesforce side, then we have to wait for
Amrap-
Salesforce to.
Amrapali, just want to clarify one quick thing.
Sure.
A lot of conversation, the lingo org comes up. We as a layman understand org as an organization.
Yes.
Is that a different thing that you guys understand?
No, org means organization.
Okay.
And org we referred as a Salesforce organization.
Oh, okay. All right.
Amrapali, so when they so you said like they will give an trial for like 10 people, and if they think, if the everybody thinks if it's okay, so
Mm-hmm.
do the administrator has to provide an training, personal, I mean like training to those people like how to use the org completely, or
Yes.
do we have to provide any knowledge, I mean knowledge object,
Yes.
or in what way we can, I mean I have heard in so many job description they say you have to give a training to the people. So
Yeah, training in the sense like Archana, we need, like for example, if you're doing some implementation and all, so so like for example, if you are implementing something and I am Amrapali is a user, right? So we will be expecting from you that you will make both of us understand that how this system works, like new system works. So we can just adapt the same things what you have done, right?
So how we have to do generally? So is it like through the documentation spread to them, or like do through the knowledge,
And
some
basically, yeah, on the calls, like it will be recording session of the calls, and also like if your company wants and if a client wants, you can just make the documentation as well, step by step. It depends upon the client how they are engaging their employees.
You can take a training session, let's say for half an hour or 1 hour, and give the demo to the users. And at the time of giving the demo, you can also record the session for the documentation
Yes.
purpose, and
Yes.
you can just provide or share that link with all of the non-admin users, so that they can also check the recording. Because it happens like, let's say if I am teaching you something, a new feature in Salesforce, and you guys may understand at that point, but when you try to do it on your own, that time you may get confused, right? So it's better to have the recording with us in order to check all the like features and everything, and also the documentation as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
generally it depends upon each company. So how to
Yes.
educate the people? Like some maybe through documentation, or some through training, or some through I mean like maybe some article. That's what you mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So, what is happening? Let me tell you my experience. I have recently joined one project, and my client is actually, working with another organization, and they were actually creating new features. I mean, as per their business requirement, in Salesforce Sandbox. Okay, so their system administrator, she takes 1 hour training on weekly basis, I mean on Monday, and then she just tell us how the feature works, and she record the session, and once the training is finished or completed, okay, she just share that link with us for our documentation purpose. So this is actually depend upon companies to companies.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Shravya, can you share your screen? So you are saying something that you are not able to see the objects and all.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shravya, so what is the problem here? So you are not able to see what objects, right? Hello, Shravya.
Give me 1 second, please. Yeah, the
Sure, sure.
objects, correct.
Yeah. So this is the trailhead account, right? So you need to
No,
go
no,
to
no, not
Salesforce.
here, not here. On my Salesforce,
Yeah.
I
Please,
logged
please
out.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me
Please go
one
to
second.
Salesforce. Okay. Sure, sure. No worries.
So I was just asking, I cannot see so many objects.
Okay. 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 Wait. Can you go to that dots, 9 dots there? Nine
Yes.
dots. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Can you select service or say yeah, sales? Sales. Can you type sales or service? Yeah. No worries. No worries. Say, service is fine. Okay.
Okay.
Now you're fine, right?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Yes. No worries. Okay. Yep. So these are like basically wait. So what you have selected? Basically, you have selected the service application, and service application consists of home, chatter, accounts, contact, cases, reports, dashboards. So these are objects, right? So these are the objects and sales services like application. So whenever you click on that 9 dots, then you will get that particular applications,
application.
your custom application as well as the standard application. You can
Yes.
click on view all. Yeah, you can see all the application here. Yes, app launcher. So this is the app launcher. the 9 dots which we call, it is an app launcher.
In that app launcher, we can see by default top 6. So we can arrange top 6 that we want to use or frequently use top 6 in them.
Yeah. Shravya, you're fine with that, right?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, and
app launcher.
Okay, we are good for today, guys. So we will be next meeting in the next class, and we will be please complete the homework. So after this after this topic, we will be continuing with the other topics, and we will be continuing from the class from the year as well.
Thank you, Ree. Thank you, Amrupali and team.
No problem. Thank you so much, guys. And don't forget, to go to the trailhead.org and explore more, okay? Because that is the thing which you'll have to practice more and more.
Well, there was a topic that shows 20 minutes, and it took me about 2 hours because it was brand new to me.
Yes,
so,
it actually happens.
Yeah, it's a learning for all of us, because initial days when I and Amrapali was learning Salesforce. So like Amrapali in the first class told me that when she heard about Salesforce, so she thought about the sales. So same here also. I was also wondering that I have studied IT and I will be doing the sales job. So when I entered Salesforce, so step by step I got learning. So like I love Salesforce now.
Yeah, I was used to use CRM for my business, but CRM, you could only do so much, also all Excel based or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect CRM.
Yes. So that is the reason every Fortune 500 is using Salesforce, and it is booming in the market, and we have a lot of scope in Salesforce and a lot of jobs as well. So that's why everyone is keen to learn Salesforce.
And the classic example is move from classic to lightning. That's a classic trainers. As Archana was mentioning, trainers is just holding their hand, showing what to do in case by case.
Yes, correct.
You get the ticket, answer the ticket.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can you show me like how to go to the links for the other videos?
Yeah. Okay. I'll message me in the group. Okay. Okay.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah.
You as you mentioned, like sales app and service app, marketing app, and what's is there any difference like sales cloud, marketing cloud?
We will be covering. We will be covering in the coming class. Don't worry about that. Yeah, we will be seeing the difference of marketing cloud, sales cloud, service cloud. So we will be taking another session for that. Don't worry about that. So step by step, because if we'll jump directly on that, so no one will understand, right? So because all are new to Salesforce, and some of the people are also certified here. So that's why.
And my question is like the app is different from the cloud, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys, and I'm closing the meeting. Okay. Thank you, and have a good night, all.
Yes.
Yes, and good morning to you. Great day.
Yeah. Our days are on now. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Archana, Devendra. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devendra. Thank you, Amrapali.
Thank you.